studio. Welcome back to The Pulse. Now, we know that the Women's Commissioner's Office of the Distance Education School at the University of Ghana is scaling up efforts to help the National Blood Bank by organizing a health outreach and a blood donation exercise. The move is in collaboration with the National Blood Service, and fortunately, I have a lady and a gentleman joining us to talk about this. First of all, Naomi Abiakwa and also Stephen Adaiba. He's with the National Blood Service, and Naomi is from the office as well at UG Distance Education School. So they would be telling us about this exercise, and then we'll get the national picture as well. But let's start off with you, Naomi. What informed this decision to scale up your activity, to organize a health outreach, and then to do this in collaboration with the National Blood Service?
Thank you very much. What informed this decision was prior to our elections. We all have our manifestos. Okay. So I was asked that day, on a typical day, what would you do for the student body? Right. And I told them that the panel, that I'll organize blood donation and health screening exercise for the whole University of Ghana Distance Education. Right. And that is what is happening, and it's going to take off tomorrow. We'll be having health screening for hepatitis. We'll be doing BP monitoring, HB level estimation, and a whole lot. And we are looking forward to Blood Bank to also come in to support us.
I mean, this subject is coming at a great time, particularly when we know that there are concerns that not many people out there want to go out voluntarily to give out blood. So, Stephen, let me bring you in at this point. How crucial are some of these moves to the National Blood Service? The fact that you want student groups and organizations to join forces with you in shoring up the blood bank.
So for us at the National Blood Service, I think this is a welcoming news, you know, because we are the agency mandated by the Ministry of Health to make sure that we collect blood, we screen the blood, make it wholesome for transfusion. And so anytime we have a people or organization like this coming in to support us, is a very welcoming news for us. So we always want to encourage other people or the public in general to be part of this exercise, because we all know what blood is all about. Blood saves lives. Without blood, a lot of people lose their lives, especially women and children. And so we don't want that to happen. And currently, as we speak, I must say that the blood situation at the blood bank is not anything. Yeah,
I was just about coming to that, and that's why many people are lauding such initiatives. I was just coming to that, the fact that there are reports, and we've heard this from your outfit, that many people are not supporting you. How bad is the situation, and how much more help do you need to show up the blood bank?
Yeah, especially when it comes to voluntary blood donation. It's very, very bad. Ghana, I think we are more comfortable with the family replacement donation system. But then at the service, we've said many times that family replacement system, well, though it's good, but it's not very, sustainable. And so what we really need to do as a nation is to come back to, ourselves and then put on that voluntarism, spirit, and make sure that we donate blood on voluntary basis. We've said that at the hospitals or hospital blood banks, the blood should be waiting for the patient, but not the patient, waiting for the blood. And so when we all understand this, and knowing also very well that blood donation is our civic responsibility, then we will always make a conscious effort to donate blood on voluntary basis. So I think opportunities like this, we should all be part of it and then donate.
And let me bring in Naomi at this point. Naomi, how many people are you expecting to participate in this exercise?
We are looking at 200 to 250 students.
Okay.
To participate.
At least 250 persons should participate in this. And what activities are you scheduled to carry out during this? Because it's not just a blood donation exercise, you're also educating people on this, right? Tell us more about it.
The education, today we were on Radio Universe. Okay. We spoke to the student body about the need for people to donate blood. The reason being that a lot of women sometimes bleed when they are delivering. I work at the obstetric department of Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and it's very glary, the urgency, the need of blood in the hospital. Some come, they lose their life, we lose the baby or the mother. And it's very bad and heartbreaking. So that is why I want to initiate this, so that at least we have some blood reserve at the blood bank for use for pregnant women. And we are doing this program to honor the maternity department of University of Ghana Hospital.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
But what do you think is accounting for the hesitancy? Why people don't don't want to go out voluntarily to donate blood?
Sometimes the myth. Somebody thinks, oh, I don't have blood. But the person haven't even checked the amount of blood in his system. Maybe he or she has an in excess.
Yeah, you may see yourself as smallish, and so you just don't want to go out and donate blood, right? So these are some of the factors accounting for that. But Stephen is also here. Stephen, you have been dealing directly with persons involved in this. So how do we break this myth that Naomi is talking about? The fact that some people just look at their physique and say, well, I don't think I'm up for this. If you draw my blood, I don't have anything else left. Yeah,
it's true. So what we are doing, especially at the service, is that before such exercises are carried out, we do education, like she said. So maybe a week or a day to the event, we meet the population and then we talk to them. We try to, tell them about the do's and don'ts about blood donation. And what we usually tell people is that, first of all, you must eat before you donate. You must be about 50 kg, that's the weight. And then also, it's the excess blood in you that we take. So if you don't have blood in you, we don't take that. So we do all these checks. And it's an advantage to the donor because that's the opportunity for you to go through that free medical check. You know, it's not our culture as a people to always go to the hospital to have that, checks and all that. So when the opportunity comes for you to donate blood, you go through that exercise for free. And so these are some of the things that we do. So we do education prior to the donation. And even after, our counselors are also there when there is anything that we need to tell you as a donor. We do that. So superstition
has been a big challenge too, isn't it?
It has.
The fact that people feel if you take my blood, you're then going to be using it for some other purposes.
Great.
Right. So what do you use the blood for? I guess it's a very critical question to put out there too.
Blood, it's a drug. It's a drug. Right. It's just like you and I go to the pharmacy or a doctor prescribes a drug for us to use. That is how blood is. There are people or patients whose lives depend so much on blood. Without blood, they lose their lives. And so such people, the accident victims, women, going to deliver, children with malaria or anemic conditions and all that, there are a lot of people in the system that need blood. Even blood, we have it in components. There's a component we use to treat burns and all that. So that is the medicinal aspect of blood. So people should disabuse their minds from this myth that blood is used for ritual. And another thing is that the blood that we collect, you can't use it for anything else because we use blood bags to collect the blood. In the blood bag, we have what we call anticoagulant, something that when you mix it with the blood, I don't know how the rituals operate though, so I can't tell what they need and what they don't.
You've not been there.
Yes, and also, one assurance that I can give the public is that we have batch numbers of all the blood that we collect. So if you donate blood today and you want to trace where your blood goes and all that, you can do that.
Oh, you're making the process transparent.
Yeah, sure. You can do that. And even the patients that took the blood, we even have records of all those things. So people shouldn't be afraid that their blood will be used for rituals and all that.
So Naomi, let's talk about your office again and what more you'll be doing. Are there some plans you have to roll out a lot more of the education drive or some other activities? What more is in store at your office to scale up education on such an important issue?
We have put measures in place to encourage the students to donate blood. We have some giveaways that will be given everybody who donates blood. And to add to it, we went to some pharmaceutical companies and then they have given us some hematinics. So anybody who donates the blood will be given hematonics. We went to Lit Up Pharmaceuticals. They are coming to sponsor. They have even given the drugs already. And then M&G Pharmaceuticals, they have bring the drug already.
Okay, so more organizations are joining
to help to make this a success.
Yeah, but you put in place some more measures
yes,
to scale up.
Yes.
How about your colleagues? Are they willing to join hands with you so that you go into communities and to carry on with this blood donation exercise?
Yes, please. Blood donation exercise and health screening for me is not going to end in University of Ghana after I've graduated.
Right.
Because I'm a leader in an association, the Union of Professional Nurses and Midwives Ghana.
Okay.
I'm the deputy secretary for Kolibu, and we always have yearly blood donations and health screening exercise. So we will be doing it every
year.
Yes,
right.
every year.
Right. We're hoping that this exercise will continue. And for you, Stephen, this is a time where we also need to explore transparency in blood donation. You were talking about the fact that sometimes when people give the blood, they don't know where it goes to. So some people also want to have the ability to track where it will end up. But what steps are you taking at your outfit to expand and make sure that there is transparency in that process?
Yeah, so what we are doing is that we are automating most of our systems. So, for example, we have a system called BSIS. That is where when the blood comes, we enter them into our system and we make sure that it goes through all the processes where you can trace them to wherever the blood goes. So these are the measures that we are putting in place, and we're also making sure that we do more public education to make things transparent. And our facility is also open up for educational tours and things like that. So people who are ready, they want to know more how the service operates in separating bloods into components and all that. And we are very much ready to assist the public to do that. And we also call upon the media to also support us in this direction, because this is a huge assignment for the nation as well. And when people go out there with false information and all that, it actually, makes things difficult for us when we go out there and we talk to people to give blood. They don't understand the reason why they should always give blood. But I think that when we do more education and we make things transparent, like you're saying, people will come on board and then do.
A Joint News expose uncovered some persons in facilities, the health facilities, shortchanging people when they come for blood. They make them pay some amount of money that are not even sanctioned by your authority. How are you curbing such instances where the health facilities where you're storing some of these pints of blood, they're taking advantage of the system?
Yeah, we know it's a challenge, the system, but then fortunately we've also put systems in place to make sure that those things are checked. For example, those who do that, they bring people from other places to come and donate, so that they can have access to that. But now, because of the system that we have in place, when you donate, we have all your details. When you are not due to donate, you can't donate. The system will, fish you out. And so this is one. And also, we've made sure that anybody who is found, culpable, is made to face the law. And so we want to assure the public that the systems are working.
So is it the case that you're not supposed to pay for it at all?
No, you're supposed to pay for what we call the processing fee. The processing fee is just a little token that you pay on the cost of the materials that we use to collect the blood. I talk about blood bags, I talk about, reagents and all the other things that we use in processing the blood, making sure that the blood is safe and wholesome. So somebody, must pay for the cost. Government subvention is a bit low. So these are some of the things that we use to generate, to make sure that the operation of the service is sustainable. And so we want to encourage people that if you need blood, go to the appropriate source. Go to the appropriate source, and then you'll be helped.
Okay, then we need to wrap up. Naomi, your message to your students and your colleagues out there, some who may not even be with the School of Distance Education who want to be a part of this exercise. What's your message to them?
My message to them is that the blood donation and health screening exercise is for everybody. even all the community members living, or everybody living around University of Ghana can come. Those in Medina and its environ, they can all come and donate the blood. The blood is going to University of Ghana Hospital Maternity Department to save the life of pregnant women and their babies. Thank you.
And for you, Stephen?
Yeah, we want to encourage as many as can or will be available tomorrow to join the exercise. It's open to everyone, not for the students alone. And also going forward, anywhere you hear of blood donation, please be part of it and save a life. Yeah,
you need to save a life. That's Stephen Adaiban, who's the PRO for the National Blood Service, and also Naomi Abankwa is the Women Commissioner for the University of Ghana Distance Education. We'll return shortly after this break. Stay with us.